And I got several requests. We got several requests via text, which is, again, 737-301-9600, and asked if we would play that song again. And
good.
We're like, oh, yeah, sure.
Instant classic.
Yeah, instant. This is a little, 7-8-year-old boy whose mom secretly records him while he's in the shower. And the listener that I recall that sent the first text message asking to hear it again is Tammy Lou. And she's a everyday listener, so thank you very much. And it's good to know, Tammy Lou, that you have the same sense of humor that we have, and that is one of a 12-year-old boy, right? Here's that little guy singing the song about his wiener.
Wiener, my wiener's in the rain. My wiener's in the rain. My wiener's in the rain. My wiener's in the rain.
I hope with every hope that I have in my body that they play that at his wedding.
So funny.
Oh, that's classic stuff. And again, glad that you guys have the same sense of humor that we have. We can go from, you'll see if you can pick up on the segue here, is from wieners to snakes in the most snake-infested rivers in Central Texas.
Yeah.
Not a great thought.
Not great. Not a great thing to be. JB, did you have those rivers?
No, I couldn't get access to the news channel. But I just saw the headline and I tried to click on it and I cannot get access to it.
Yeah,
I thought it was the Guadalupe in the Colorado.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did look. I'm terrified of snakes, but I looked, and it is the most snakiest rivers in Texas are the Colorado and the Guadalupe. They use the word infested. There is nothing good that comes before the word infested.
You're right.
There's never a positive infestation of any kind.
But the Guadalupe is where a lot of people go tubing, right? A lot of people. And then the Colorado's tricky because that's our whole Highland Lake system. That's everything, right? Travis, Lake Austin into Lady Bird.
You know what I remember specifically about Lake Austin? I haven't been on Lake Austin in so long, but the last time we were there tubing and a snake somebody was getting out of the boat and the snake came from the side and was charging towards the tube. Like the person had to the snake was basically attacking. And
it was probably a moccasin because they're the ones that'll do it. Yeah.
They're very aggressive. And the person got in the boat in time, but the snake went nuts for the tube. And that is what I think of when I think about all these snakes in the rivers that we're just swimming in and skiing in.
But
they're there.
You spend a lot of time on Lake Austin. How many snakes have you seen?
Yeah, we've been pretty active on the lake because my daughter's a wake surfer. So since probably almost 20 years. God, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
But anyway, in that past 20 years, more so the last 15, we've probably seen a snake twice.
What?
Yeah.
Right. Once, you rarely see them out in the middle of the lake, the river, really, because they kind of scurry away from you. But back in the marinas, that's where you need to.
And that's what I need to tell Tricia.
Yeah.
So we lived on Lake Travis for 15 years, and I never told Tricia how many snakes I found on our boat dock. Because
they
more
like
than the one that you shot with the shotgun that one day? There's more than just that one?
Many more.
Oh.
But you intentionally didn't tell her she'd freak out?
She'd never go on the boat dock. She'd go down and burn the boat dock.
I would have burned it to the ground.
She would have lit a match to it.
Like how many?
I probably, in the 15 years that we lived there, probably captured, killed, or ran off, 15? 20?
Captured? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I caught like 3 of them with a net and messed around with them a little bit. They weren't poisonous or anything.
Oh.
Snakes don't bother me.
Them.
Yeah, I held them. Snakes don't bother me like most people. No, they don't give me, like a lot of people just get the heebie-jeebies from a snake.
Just seeing a picture.
Huh?
Just seeing a picture of a snake makes my skin crawl. I can't do it. JB, we call the snakes Mr. No Shoulders, right?
I love that name.
You know the origin behind that name? Do you know the story behind that? I was playing golf with my buddy Moore, who hates snakes. And on the rare occasion that he hit one into the kind of rough area, he's like, I'm not going in there. Mr. No Shoulders lives in there. So that's
I learned my fear of snakes from my grandfather, who was this giant 6'2" towering man, broad shoulders, deep voice, not afraid of anything except a snake. And I remember being in the car with him in the truck, and a snake was crossing the road. He ran over it, stopped, reversed, ran over it again, stopped, reversed. And he was like, yeah, there's nothing scary in this world than a snake. And I was all noted. And my phobia began at a young age.
You know, now I'm remembering, we found a couple copperheads along the Colorado at Driveway Austin, the motorsport complex that I did some stuff with way back in the day. But we found a couple copperheads, and they're legit killers.
Yeah, they are.
Copperheads, cottonmouths, rattlesnakes, and coral snakes. Texas is lucky enough to be home to all 4 of those venomous snakes.
JB, I remember when your daughter was young, you guys were kind of reptile people, but you drew the line at snakes, right?
I did. She's had every kind of weird pet you can imagine. I put my foot down on snakes. She did want one.
She did?
I was like, no. I'm not doing snakes.
But all right, now that leads us to we'll wrap this up. But you got to tell the story about the mouse and his name.
Snacks?
A rat. Snacks. Tell everybody why his name was Snacks.
That was actually probably the coolest pet we've ever had. Better than our dogs.
Better than the pig?
A rat?
It was, my daughter was dating a guy who had snakes. And this was a pet store feeder rat that they went and got to feed to the snake. And it's funny when you say a rat is different from a mouse. But when you say rat, people picture like those dirty New York City sewer rats.
Pizza rat. A rat dragging the pizza across the street. They're giant.
Yeah. This one, really cute brown and white spots. They just have the long tail. Otherwise, they're pretty cute. And so anyway, my daughter and her boyfriend went and got a feeder rat for the snake. The snake would not eat it.
Aww.
So they were like, usually it's like happens right away. Snake wouldn't eat it. They were like, let's leave for a while and come back. Surely we'll eat it. They left for hours, came back. The snake was all coiled up and the rat was sleeping on top of it. And my daughter was like, I can't let him be a feeder rat now. He's special.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm. And so she brought him home. And of course, I was out of town and I was like, no, take it back. No. And my wife was like, he's really pretty cool. He's sweet. And she named him Snacks because he was supposed to be a feeder rat.
Love a clever name.
I mean, you could call this rat from across the house and he would run up your leg and just sit on your shoulder.
Wow. He's like a Disney mouse.
He is.
And we had a pretty new terrier mix, which they're bred to chase off rodents.
Yep.
They became besties.
Wow.
Really?
So the rat, magic rat.
The rat became friends with the dog and they would play fight. The little rat on his hind legs boxing at the dog's nose.
That's funny.
And the rat became Snacks became friends with our pet pig too, which we had at the time, and it wasn't uncommon.
Charlotte's Web going on over there. Wow, good Lord.
1031austin.com.
Austin's 80s station 103.1.
Tricia's got the story we love, an update on that road rage incident that happened off of Mopac coming up in just a second. Also, we are going to talk to James Russell in just a little bit. He's the executive director of the Trail of Lights Foundation. Tonight's first night of the Trail of Lights, and we're going to talk to James in just a little bit. So just remember, if you travel northbound on Mopac, that you're probably going to get backed up a little bit around the Zilker Park, Barton Springs exit. It happens every year. It is what it is, friends.
Yeah, going in and out of Rollingwood can be a challenge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Forget crossing Barton Springs. That's not going to happen.
And don't be sneaky because they shut down Stratford too.
Oh, yeah. Right? You think you're going to come around at it from the back? They're ready for you.
They're one step ahead of you. But we'll talk to James Russell, the executive director of the Trail of Lights Foundation, coming up in just a little bit.
The stories we love.
So yesterday we talked about that road rage incident that happened on Mopac and 360. And for those of you who haven't heard about it yet, A car cut off another driver. A man jumped out of the car, ran back. The front car ran back to the car he cut off with what looked like a bar or a short knife. Did you say, JB, like a machete type?
It looked like a large knife, like larger than a steak knife, but smaller than a machete, a big machete.
He busted out the window of the car.
It's a bayonet. I'm going to say bayonet.
Bayonet's really long.
No, bayonet's smaller than a machete.
Really?
Not to make jokes about this. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. So the man smashed in the window of the car that he had just cut off. And then he jumps back in his car. He speeds away. The car whose window was smashed out follows him through traffic. This is all caught on dash cam. At some point, both of the cars run a red light and then disappear out of sight. The police are now involved because this is an assault with injury case. I'm assuming the person whose window got smashed out was also, I guess, injured. And it's very clearly road rage, running red lights, dangerous driving in traffic. And at this point, the video, if you'd like to view it to see exactly what happened, and you can maybe be able to identify the man, you can see his face clear as day who smashed out the window and the license plates of both cars. You can search for it on Reddit. I'm sure you can find it in other places. It's already been viewed 660,000 times.
Oh, wow. That person's going to get caught.
Oh,
yeah, that person's definitely going to get caught. A lot of the comments on TikTok are people saying, yeah, does that guy realize he's in Texas?
Yeah.
Or that's a good way to get shot when you road rage in Texas, which I don't think enough people keep that in mind.
I think a jury watching that can put themselves in the place of the car behind, sitting there, and someone jumps out and bashes your window open with a large knife.
Mm-hmm.
Not only were they injured, but just the threat of death.
Mm-hmm. Especially, could you imagine having kids in the car, your wife in the car?
Yeah.
Right. So if that person in the second car had a gun and took him out, I think they're not a jury in the world. Get justified.
So do you guys, JB, I know Tricia, you don't. I do. Do you have a dash cam?
No.
Camera?
I've thought about getting one.
Get one.
You have one?
Yep. I've got one, and they're cheap. I mean, they're not expensive at all. And they just
runs all the time and rewrites, and then you just save it when you need to.
Exactly. If something were to happen, I just tap a button and go, I want to save that. And you just put an SD card in there. And I think it records, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds at a time. And then it makes another file. And then it's a continuous loop. It writes over the ones that are old, when the card is full, and just creates new ones.
Does it record audio from inside the car?
You have an option to either turn the microphone on or off, and I have mine turned on.
Yours on? We can never have the audio inside my car on. When I'm driving around, y'all would think I was a psycho.
Well, we already think that, but it's worth it. I mean, I actually have had one for years, and they've gone up in price. And the thing that I hate a lot of things that I hate is when they make you pay for cloud storage. You know what I mean? Like it streams up to the cloud, and I can just have it on a card. I don't want to pay rent in the cloud for my videos. But I think they're worth having just in case you were to have an accident or a road rage incident or anything like that. Or hell, just a viral video. It's amazing how much video is out there when there's something a crime that needs to be solved, and the police or whoever asks the public for any video that they may have. It's incredible how much comes up.
You know who has a lot of dash cam video? The Russians.
What?
That's true on the news.
Because they have all the scammers.
Yeah.
Like throwing themselves in front of cars.
Oh.
There was one I saw of a woman driving a minivan. She has her dash cam on. This car full of people comes over, cuts her off, and stops. And she stops. She doesn't hit them. And then they put their car in reverse and slam into her. And then they get out of the car holding their necks like they've been hurt. And they're looking around all stunned. And the moment one of them sees her dash cam on, they freak out. They get back in the car and they speed away.
Yep.
Yeah. You just kind of got to assume wherever you are, there's video of you, right?
Yes, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Don't be picking your nose out in public, people. People need to know. Yeah, people need to know that when you're in your car, and we can see you in your car when you pick your nose. It's glass. It's see-through glass.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how many people I see doing that at stoplights.
But even like this one, even without the dash cam, there were 50 witnesses.
True.
Yeah.
It was traffic, heavy traffic, and they weren't moving very fast.
That is the story we love. Stick around. James Russell, who is the executive director of the Trail of Lights Foundation. Trail of Lights first night is tonight. We'll talk to James coming up next.
1031austin.com.
Hey, it's Sandy. Can you believe it? The holidays are upon us. Christmas and New Year's in Texas mean family and friends, and it means enjoying life with those you care about. As we close out 2025, I think of all the people who helped make my life a bit easier. My friends Scott and Stacy Feller and the team at Kangaroof do that for me and for many families across Central Texas. Kangaroof handles all my roofing needs. When you work with Kangaroof, you can always count on great service, fair pricing, and peace of mind. Quality, honest work. Their teams will come to your house, inspect the roof, and tell you exactly what you do and don't need. If your roof needs repair, they'll tell you. If you're in good shape, they'll tell you that too. Might sound a little old-fashioned. It might sound like the Texas way. Whatever you call it, Kangaroof does it the right way. So the next time you think about your roof, call my friends Scott and Stacy Feller at Kangaroof. Find them online at callkangaroof.com. You'll be glad you did.
Text us at 737-301-9600. This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80 station, 103.1.
Hey, if you missed our conversation with James Russell from the Trail of Lights, make sure you grab the podcast version of it. Just search JB and Sandy on the iHeartRadio app. You guys, I don't know why this is something that's always interested me. I've wanted to do, never done, and that's the polar plunge that a lot of people do on January 1st. You know who does it every year? Every single year for as long as I can remember? Judy Maggio.
Judy Maggio, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
At Barton Springs?
Yep.
More than likely.
Yep. Barton Springs. Judy, of course, longtime news anchor in Austin. And she goes down and jumps in that frigid water on January 1st every year.
It's funny that the Barton Springs polar plunge is a little different because it's all contingent on the outside temperature.
Right. Because that water's always cold.
It could be 80 degrees on January 1. Like, and the water's the same temperature. But if you do it, a lot of people do it when the water's like really cold.
Yeah. So the temperature of Barton Springs is what, in the 60s, I think?
They always claim 68, but it's more like 70 year round.
Some of the other pools, the city pools that are open all year, where you could do the polar plunge, Bartholomew, of course, Barton Springs, Big Stacy, Colony Park, Deep Eddy, and Spicewood. You can go down there and do your own polar plunge. I don't know why I've always wanted to do this. And I say I want to do I'll never do it. But I just, every year it comes around, it's like, oh, I'd like to do that. Anybody want to do it with me?
I'll pass. I'm good.
I'm not. Not happening. But both of you guys are cold plungers. Like, how is this different?
Not much.
It's more ceremonial. A nice cleansing and the start of a new year. And
I'm going to need more than cold water.
Maybe I need to be cleansed. I feel like scalding water would be better to cleanse me with.
Yeah, Tricia.
Have you ever thought of throwing like holy water on Sandy to see what happened?
on me?
Yeah.
Either way.
I haven't been baptized. So Sandy and Landry think that if our daughter if we even drive past a church that I'm going to burst into flames.
Mm-hmm.
So they're more concerned about throwing holy water on me.
There was one time when Landry was going through her CCD and First Communion and all that stuff. JB, you remember that when you grew up Catholic?
Yeah.
And there was one thing, I can't remember what it was. I think it was First Communion. And I'm getting dressed and getting ready to go. And Tricia's getting dressed. And I go, what are you doing? She goes, I'm getting ready to go to Landry's First Communion. I go, oh, no. This is Catholics only. You don't get to go to this. And she's like, what? Are you kidding me? I go, no, you're going to sit this one out.
I went.
She's like,
but I do remember sitting in a Catholic service, a mass one time, and they're like, now is the time that everybody comes down for communion. And so I got up and Sandy's like, you can't go. And I was like, what? And I couldn't go. I could either not go or just get the blessing.
Right. But you could go at like other church, like Episcopal, Lutheran. That
always gone up for communion at all the other churches that I'd gone to. Catholic was the only one that they're like, you don't get it.
Very private club.
No free bread for you.
No body of Christ for you. No.
That's for you.
Priest once. there was someone went up and took communion, and they went all the way back to their pew with it in their hand. And you're not supposed to do that.
No, you don't do that.
Right. And the priest stopped and went to him and was
corrected him.
Yeah. And took it back.
You're old enough to remember before you took it in your hand. You just open your mouth.
Open your mouth.
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah. Other places, if you wanted to polar plunge, the Austin Aquanauts Dive Club. That's at Mansfield Dam on Lake Travis. Also in Leander, you can do it. The polar plunge starts at 10 o'clock at Robin Bledsoe Pool Park and Tricia Park that we're familiar with in Cedar Park. Veterans, I thought it was Veterans Park. It's Veterans Memorial Pool, which is right next to Veterans Park out on New Hope in Cedar Park. That's at 10 o'clock on January 1st. If you want to get out and do the polar plunge.
This is the JB and Sandy Show on Austin's 80s station 103.1. Text us 737-301-9600.
Pretty interesting concert coming to Austin. A blast from the past. If you like this radio station, you like 80s music, you're going to love this show. They're coming to the Germania Amphitheater, which is out at the Circuit of the Americas. Tell me, when I read this, I was like, this is really a random trio for a show. Got the Romantics, right?
Yep.
Toto and Christopher Cross.
It sounds so cool.
It does sound like a good show. Who headlines that?
Toto, I would think. Although Christopher Cross had more hits.
I would not want to follow Christopher Cross because you got such a long way to go. Take it to the point. I mean, you got to ride like the wind. I would not want to follow Christopher Cross. I think that Romantics could headline. Any one of them could, really, right?
Well, I'm going to say probably it's Toto headlining because there is a fact here in this announcement that they have had one of their best years so far, that in their 48-year history, in 2025 alone, their music garnered more than 1 billion streams.
Jeez.
1 billion streams.
Africa Toto?
Yeah, Africa
band?
Toto.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
That makes somebody. One of the guys from Toto had a lot to do with the Michael Jackson Thriller album, too.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was. He was a session player or something like that. But Tricia, every time I hear Toto, I think of you in Austin High, or was it, junior high school?
Oh, Henry Junior High.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was in 7th grade. I was a tiny Tricia. I'd just gotten my trumpet. I was in band. And the very first song that we learned in summer band was Africa by Toto. And that was the song that was currently playing on the radio. And I will let you know that is the exact moment that I was like, I am incredibly cool. That moment that I was playing that song. It was also playing on the radio. I will never forget that song.
You've gone from playing scales and stuff to playing a song that was on the radio.
You guys. Yes.
I don't have the date on this show. Do you guys? Anyone have the date of that? I know it's at Germania Amphitheater at Circuit of the Americas. But I don't have it.
It starts in July, and let's see. It's a 32 stop tour, and they're in Austin on August 8th of next year.
Dress comfortably, August 8th.
Woo! No.
Be a little hot.
Kidding.
I know. I went to a Willie's picnic in July out there, and it's just be prepared for it.
A little toasty.
Special kind of hot, right?
Yeah.
Very special.
I think it's funny here. It says the reason Christopher Cross is paired up with Toto is because they're longtime friends.
Oh.
So they feel like they were just like, hey, you want to tour?
Yeah,
sure.
Doesn't Christopher live here? Or used
lives in Austin, yeah.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Is it weird that we've never ran into him?
Right?
I don't know if I would know if I did. Like, do we know what he looks like now? Like, does he still have the super curly hair like he did back in the 70s?
He could blend easily.
Yeah.
Like you could walk by him and just not even know.
You walk by him.
Would you know if you saw one of the guys from Toto?
No.
Right.
No.
Me either.
You walk by him at HEB in the bread lane, and you have no idea that that's the dude from Toto, right? That'd be a great way to live. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To be a hit maker, famous, but still be able to just cruise around without people mobbing you. That would be amazing.
The best example of that, Sandy, we've talked about is Elton John's partner, Bernie Taupin.
Taupin, yeah.
He's written all those songs and nobody could identify him if they had to.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets all that money.
Yep.
For writing those songs. So.
Well, that's it. do us a solid and copy and paste the link to this episode and send it to a friend or two. Thanks for listening.